Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Ngolela Show. So hopefully this episode will be short and sweet. Anyone who knows me in real life knows I like to talk, and I do that very well. And on my last episode was longer than I thought it would be, but today I want to talk about the goodness in people. I feel like there's so many things that happen in the world or even in our own personal lives, and it's very quick to be woe is me and not take time to really focus on the amazing things in life and good things that happen and all of that stuff. And I was reminded of that a few days ago. So I was going to hang out with some friends, decided to take a Lyft. For whatever reason, I decided to bring my work phone with me, which I didn't need to bring, nothing. It's just, I have clients that reach out, and since the Lyft was going to be a while, like kind of a longer way, I was like, you know what, let me just take this. Again, I do not know why. Don't judge me. So I'm rushing out because I was already behind schedule when I was, planning to meet them, and jump out of the car, meet my friends. We have a good time. It wasn't until I got home late that night when I'm going to plug all my devices in, and I realized, where's my phone? I retraced my steps. I checked everything. I was like, oh my goodness, I think I left it in the Lyft. And I remembered because I was taking something out of my bag and the phone was on top of what I was taking out. I was getting a pen. So I reached out to the Lyft driver. Mind you, this is hours later. Thankfully, he was nice. We had a little bit of conversation. Again, I'm a chatty person, so I was chatting with him. He was nice, friendly, all of that stuff. Reached out to him. I could not sleep because I didn't hear back from him. I was chatting with Lyft support, all that stuff. They're like, if worse comes to worse, you can file a police report. So the next day, I run it by one of my cop friends, and I'm like, should I file a police report? How much would it be? Because when I woke up, the driver had texted me like at 4:30 in the morning, and I went to sleep probably at 3, but I didn't, I was exhausted, so I didn't hear it. So he texted me and he called me, and I was texting and calling back, didn't hear anything. So at this point, when I was talking to my cop friend, I was just saying, what are my options if I don't get this phone back? Because in the text, he admitted he had it and he was going to try and bring it to me. If you hear the draw in the back, I am trying to make pancakes, multitasking. So he gives me the rundown, and I mentioned the driver did have out-of-state plates. So I was like, maybe he doesn't even live here. Maybe he just, I don't know. So I'm sitting here trying to stay calm and work and all of that. The driver told me, he's like, I'm 130 minutes away, but I can bring it to you. I can see if I end up that way. But I didn't really get a guarantee or anything like that. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not going to get this back. And then I'm, you start thinking of worst case scenario. How do I contact my clients? And, are they texting me right now with no reply? All this stuff. So I tried to remain positive, keep the faith. And because, again, he was a great driver, I was like, I think he's going to bring it back. I think he's going to bring it back. But this was so stressful to be dealing with this, replacing, and it's an iPhone. So it's like replacing the phone, all of that. I didn't even want to think about it. Remain positive. My cop friend said, I think everything will work out. And one of my other good friends was like, no, stay positive. I think it's going to have a good outcome. Finally, hours pass. I'm done. I'm back at my place. The driver's like, oh, I can meet you. And I was like, oh, great. So I give him had to meet me at a public place. That's not too far from me. And made sure he was in the same car, kept an eye out and all that stuff. And when I saw him pull up, literally, this is probably how the prince felt when he found Cinderella or whatever. I just had that moment. Like, I was really like, am I going to cry right now? Like, and I told him, I was like, I was so thankful. And I thanked him over and over and over and over. I'm like, send me your Cash App, your Venmo, whatever it is. Like, I'm going to buy you lunch and and all this stuff. Because I was so appreciative that he was honest. He had this big smile. He was so sweet. And I was just so thankful that he returned it, because he didn't have to. If he would have got more money if he had pawned it or sold the phone than driving 2 hours to come back to me and dealing with all me and my craziness and all of that. But when I tell you, that really reminded me that there's still good people in the world, and honest people at that. So I just wanted to share that because I feel like if it helped me, I think it'll help you too. So that's the message for today. Find the good in people, and just remember there are still good people out in the world. Look at that, under 5 minutes. Yes. If you want to see what else I have going on, check my website, ngolela.com, my Instagram @Ngolela, and like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And stay tuned for another episode. See ya.